like you're stuck within the boundaries of what you've been taught? We're all a little bit like an elephant. Elephants, when they're babies, are given a certain area within which they can move. And the way that the trainers keep them within this area is they usually put a chain or a rope around their leg, tied to a stake or something, right? And so they know they can only move in that area. What happens is when the chain is removed or the rope is removed from their ankle, they only move in that area. They know that unless somebody leads them away, this is where they're supposed to stay, and that's where they stay. It's a bit like being a goldfish. I don't know if you know this, but goldfish, when you put them in a bowl, if you put them in a bowl this big, the goldfish only grows enough to still be able to swim comfortably in that bowl. If you give it a bigger bowl, it gets bigger, and a bigger bowl, it gets bigger. So we are a lot like that. We put ourselves in a bowl and we only grow this big, right? You've probably seen those pictures though, photographs of goldfish jumping out of their bowls. Well, that's what I want you to do today. This Monday, for Monday Inspiration, I want to challenge you and inspire you to break your boundaries. We've all been taught things when we were younger, even some when we're older. We develop these behavioral patterns that keep us small and don't allow us to grow. So today I want to talk about 5 ways that you can begin to break these boundaries till you can be that goldfish jumping out of the bowl and the elephant who breaks away from his little stake with his chain and goes and explores the tundra. So how do you do that? Number 1, learn. You want to educate yourself, learn new things all the time. When you're learning, you are growing and stretching, and you will expand beyond where you are right now. That may mean you need a new relationship or a new job, but it means you're stretching and growing. Maybe you need a new home, maybe you need a new career. It's fine. Stretch, grow by learning. Educate yourself, feed your brain, and you will grow along with the knowledge in your head. Number 2, explore. I want you to go out and explore the world. That world could be the next town over. It could be your town. It could be Europe if you live in the United States or somewhere else. Or it could be going to Africa. It could be going sailing for the first time. It could be bungee jumping. Doesn't matter. Explore something. Matter of fact, it could be going to the art museum or the natural history museum, somewhere where, again, you're learning, but you're exploring new places. So I want you to explore. Now, exploration can also be an exploration of yourself. So personal development is all about exploring ourselves and where we are holding ourselves back, where we are putting boundaries on ourselves and trying to break out of those boundaries so that we become a better version of ourselves. So we fulfill our potential and fulfill our purpose. So explore yourself, explore the world, explore your relationships, explore other people, explore. Number 3 is meet people. One of the ways we break boundaries is by meeting people. Now, when we meet people who are very different from us, maybe from a different culture or a different race, this is a way to really break the boundaries in our mind about how people are and how we are and how things have to be. You can meet people at work. You can meet people at a networking event. You can meet people at a class or a seminar. But meet people and explore them. Ask them questions about who they are and how they function in the world and what they do and why they do it. And then ask yourselves the same kind of questions. So meet people is number 3. Number 4 is to question. So see, the issue with the elephant is that he's not questioning, right, whether he can go beyond the space that he's been trained to be in. The goldfish doesn't question whether it can jump out of the bowl. But we as human beings, we can question. And we should be questioning all the time. We should be questioning whether the boundary that we find ourselves caught in or stuck in, the fence that we put around ourselves, whether it's really there. For the elephant, it's not really there. For the goldfish, it is, right? But we can question what these boundaries are, where they come from, and whether we still need them. So boundaries can be anything. Like I've just been exploring for, I don't know, the thousandth time probably, the effect that my father's death had on me at the age of 7. And, this circles around all the time, but I need to question, why am I doing that? And is it still related to some thoughts I have, some negative thoughts or limiting beliefs I have about my father's death? And if so, do I need those? Do they work for me? Do they serve me? Are they really there? Or is it just some construct in my head? Our failures, our hurts, our wounds, they create boundaries for us because we're afraid to get hurt again. So we really have to search through our limiting beliefs, our negative thoughts, the wounds we have, and ask ourselves how many of these are actually creating a wall around us, a boundary around us, and ask ourselves if it isn't time to break that boundary, to change those limiting beliefs, change those negative thoughts, heal those wounds, and move on and move out of this boundary we've created with them. So that is number 4. Question everything to see whether it's serving you and whether it's creating a boundary and whether it isn't time to break through that boundary. Number 4 is to stretch. And I don't mean stretching like this, although that's good too. I mean stretch yourself. Okay? Stretch yourself when it comes to work. Set yourself, you're in your career. Set new goals. Set new aspirations. Stretch when it comes to your relationship. If you've been struggling to actually have a honest conversation, stretch yourself to do that. If you've been wanting to lift more weight at the gym, stretch to do that. If you've been wanting to write a book, stretch to do that. Stretch. That means go beyond where you are now, what you think you can do, and set goals and aspirations that are beyond where what you think you can do, so that you can actually see that you can achieve that. You can do these things, and that breaks the boundaries as well. So to break your boundaries, you learn, you explore, you meet, you question, you stretch. Okay? That will help you break these boundaries, grow, and move beyond this place where you feel you've been stuck. I'm Nina Amir. I'm the Inspiration to Creation coach, and I am a certified high performance coach as well as an author coach. I'm a 9-time Amazon bestseller, and I'm a speaker and a blogger. And what I do most often is I help people find their purpose and their passion and combine those two, and then the sparks go off and they get inspired, and I help them take inspired action towards whatever it is they want. And whether that is higher performance in every area of their life or in a specific area of their life, they want to meet a new goal, they want to have results in their life. And these are results that will help them fulfill their potential, achieve their purpose, and become the person they want to be and have the life they want to be, to live fully in every way. If I can serve you, please contact me. Go check me out at ninaamir.com. and shoot me an email, and I'd be honored to speak with you about how I could be of service. Until then, go out and achieve more inspired results.